Oh, we're going to talk about that singer, David. But you know what I noticed? The little Hispanic girl, that lost her life because she was dating this pedo and he wanted to keep her quiet. And he did. He took her life, chopped her body up in little pieces, and we all know the story. The rest of her remains was found inside his Tesla. But you know what? I didn't see. I didn't see white tea folks or Hispanic people saying that little girl got what she deserved. That little girl was fast. Why was that little girl running behind a grown man? That little girl knew better. She knew what she was doing. That's one thing I can say about Hispanic people. They don't get on social media like you black bitches and you black males and say that little girl was fast. She got what she deserved. She shouldn't have been running behind that man. Now, if she had her little fast tail at home, she'd still be alive. That's what y'all say about little black girls, And this is why I don't like to have black women around me. I said the good majority of y'all think just like that. The good majority of black women are pick-me's. You'll do anything to get a pat on the back from a black male. And we all know how black males feel about black women and little girls. You should have chose better. You should have did this. I'm waiting to see Hispanic folks say this little girl should have chose better. They not going to do it because they don't run around dragging their own. You do that, black folks, especially, a lot of you black women on TikTok, because you all know the story. The mother unalived a 20-year-old hiding up under the 13-year-old's bed. And what is the first thing these black bitches did? And a lot of these black males, that little girl was fast. That little girl. So was this little girl fast? Was she fast? I don't see her community dragging her. Her family and her community want justice because this demon took her out. Let's watch.
Back in court today, and we could learn new details about a disturbing case he's been linked to. Prosecutors will present evidence that he is responsible for the death and dismembering of a 14-year-old girl. He denies multiple charges, including first-degree murder. The girl's body was found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the star. Lilia Luciano joins us now. Good morning, Lilia.
Good morning, Nora. We have been following this story since Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found dead last September. At today's hearing, prosecutors are expected to present damning evidence to suggest the artist is responsible for Hernandez's death and move the case to trial.
We believe the actual evidence will show David Berg did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
Months after entering a not guilty plea, David Berg, known as the musician David, is expected back in court today for a preliminary hearing in the murder case. The Los Angeles County District Attorney claims Berg began a sexual relationship with the victim, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, in November 2023 when she was 13 years old and he was 18. Prosecutors say they broke up a year later, but continued to communicate until April 2025, when Rivas Hernandez allegedly threatened to disclose damaging information about the relationship days before Berg's first studio album was set for release. The next day, prosecutors say evidence shows Berg sent an Uber to bring Rivas Hernandez to his home, killed her, then used a fake name to order materials, including 2 chainsaws and a body bag, before cutting off her limbs and leaving her body inside his Tesla for weeks. Rivas Hernandez's remains were discovered in September 2025 at a tow yard in a Tesla registered to Berg. The LA County Medical Examiner ruled the death a homicide.
We're going to see a lot of forensic data, communications back and forth between David and Celeste in the months and weeks leading up to her disappearance. And then, of course, all the forensics upon the discovery of her dismembered and really mutilated and decomposing body in that front trunk of the Tesla, which was registered to David's name.
If convicted, Berg faces life in prison without the possibility of parole, but the LA County District Attorney has also not ruled out the possibility of pursuing the death penalty in this very disturbing case.
So, do you hear that? She was 13 and he was 18, so I guess she was being fast too, huh? So she got what she deserved. That how that worked. So when they find him guilty real soon, they gonna lock him up in the jail. But I'm waiting to see a couple of thousand Hispanic women saying she got what she deserved. Why was she running behind him? And yada, yada, yada. I'm waiting to see a bunch of Hispanic men say this little girl got what she deserved. They don't do that to their people. Only black folks do that shit. So this girl here was a victim of a pedo, and everybody knows this David had a habit of running behind young underage girls, and he just so happened to take her life because, well, She got to talking and said, well, as soon as your album come out, I'ma tell. It's like, oh, you not gonna tell nothing. And took her out. So I guess she was fast, huh? Before you call little black girls fast, you need to think real hard about that before you get to running your goddamn mouth by Netta and Tyrone.